Hello and welcome to my video tutorial on adding beads to bobbin lace. You'll find this handy for my loose snowflake ornament pattern found at myrtleandeve.com. So let's begin. I'm going to show you today two different ways of adding beads into lace. The first way is when you have replacing a pin in ground with a bead. So for that we have two pairs feeding in to where it's going to be. To begin, we will work the first half of our stitch, which in this case is cross twist. Next, we need to lengthen the middle two bobbins. You will also need for this a Lazy Susan, and we simply take a bead. I'm going to use blue ones so you can see them better. Whoops. And we pop the bead onto the end of our Lazy Susan like so. Then making sure that the bead doesn't move, just gently pull the thread through until you have a loop. And then pass the bobbin through, one of the bobbins through that loop. Okay, having done that now, we're going to pass the bead over onto the thread. So can you see we can take the Lazy Susan off now. It's done its job, and we have the bobbin with a loop in the thread and the bead is over that. Now with this loop we're going to feed the other bobbin through that loop, and then we simply gently tension up with and then put a twist in both pairs. Now at this stage you might like to shorten the thread again because it's finished with being long. And then we simply finish the other half of our stitch. So in this case I'm doing dip, so that'll be cross, twist, twist, and gently tension up if you need to again. Then as you can see it's not very stable on its own, so we'll add the other stitches around it to hold it in place. Okay, and one more in the middle I think, so I'll just make it a little steadier again. Okay, so I'll show you that again. Okay, so let's do it here in place, in this position here, on this pinhole here. So we work the first half of our stitch, cross twist, and then we will lengthen the two middle bobbins. Take our Lazy Susan, add a bead over the top, hold it in place, and create a loop with the thread. Then pass the a bobbin through that loop, and then holding the thread so it doesn't come off, gently pass that bead now onto the bobbin thread, and you can remove the Lazy Susan. Then pass the, whoops, just got to grab the loop. Okay, and then we can pass the other bobbin through that loop and gently tension. Then put an extra twist in both pairs and finish the stitch. And it's a bit awkward working with the bobbins different lengths like that, so I'll just shorten the threads. Okay, and once again we'll just add some extra stitches either side to make it a little sturdier. Okay, so that was how to work the beads that you will find in the middle. They're a bit difficult to see because they're crystal beads here, but I assure you there are beads in the middle of this pattern. Now there are a couple of beads that we work on the edge, and they're worked very similar but slightly differently. So I'll show you how to work those now. So these beads won't be replacing a pin as such. They'll be going through just a single pair. So for example, we'll just get this one. We'll add this one in the side so you can see. So it's going to go into this pair here between the two pins. Okay, so it's a very similar technique to before. We take our Lazy Susan, we add our bead onto the Lazy Susan, and then we simply pass it again, pass the bobbin through the loop, pull the bead so that it becomes onto the thread of the bobbin, and remove the Lazy Susan. Once again, we pass the other bobbin through that loop, and we gently tension up again. Then we can add a twist or two depending what stitch we're doing, and add the next pin to help hold it all in place. And there you have it. That's how you add beads to bobbin lace. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.